lap 7 coming out of turn 4. Whoa.
We're going to see that one more time, Jerry. It looks like the car just hung a dead right, like a suspension failure or something like that.
I didn't know what to say there. I've never seen one do that.
Look, the car just hangs a dead right. That is very strange. That's like almost a steering wheel came off or something.
Well, you can't even turn it that abruptly into the wall. Like something just snapped abruptly. And there was nowhere whatsoever for Brent Sherman to go. The North Barrington, Illinois. Let's watch him now sailing into turn 1. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind Casey Kane, and right into the back of the 38, Jason Leffler.
This is a typical accordion effect. Somebody in the front just bobbles a little bit, and it all stacks up. The reaction time is just so much less as it stacks up behind.
A little bit farther forward in our replay, though, it looks like the 38 got awful close to the 23. 23 had to get out of the throttle, keep from hitting the 10 car of Blaney. Jason Leffler got into it, and it's just a classic Bristol chain reaction. Nobody's fault, just all got jammed up getting in the corner.
Well, caution now being shown here on the high banks of Bristol for the second time. An accordion accident in turn 1 involving Leffler, Keselowski, and others.
He slides up, and as they exit, just gets a little piece of the 59 car of Marcus Ambrose. Now, and he gets a little payback himself right there as his left front fender catches the 38 of Leffler. Now, getting down on the apron on the flat, wide open going at the corner is not the place to be either.
No,
so
you're just asking for trouble if you're racing on the apron at Bristol. And this 38 team has had a rough couple of weeks too. They crashed really hard in California. He hit really hard last week at Atlanta, and now they've torn up another car. So these guys need to be thinking about being a little more patient.
Patience is the key word, because you want to take opportunity. If you see the door open up here at Bristol,
We can see again what happened to Kyle riding on board with Kevin Harvick.
Looked like he just lost it and slid up into Stephen Wallace, who was trying to pass him on the outside.
Looking back at turn 4, there he goes around. Stephen tries to go to the high side to get by him, and up comes Krisaloff.
yeah, it's just a bad luck right there. He just almost made it, but there's a lot of dirty part of the racetrack after.
Kyle Busch goes in, and the car just starts to get out of shape there as he tries to go beneath the 21 car.
Yeah, I can't really blame that on Cleaver. It looks like Kyle got in there, got sideways, and when he got loose, he had to get out of the throttle, and he got run in from behind.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to maybe be able to save it, but then he gets just a little nudge from the 16 car.
As you see,
Kyle Busch around.
Yeah, his left front tire got on the apron. It looks like it knocked him sideways. You can get on the apron here on exit a little bit, but on entry, right?
There's going to be some pushing and shoving. Oh, the 77 car just gets sideways, gets a little bit of a nudge. That's Bobby Labonte.
Bobby Labonte's coming down the straightaway dead sideways. They start piling up behind him like crazy. Almost 10 cars are involved in this thing. It was melee. That's a chain reaction.
Back it down.
Dave Blaney, Johnny Sauter. That's the 10 car of Dave Blaney you were riding on board there with. Watch again, Johnny Sauter to 28 in the back of Jason Leffler.
That's a good illustration of the accordion effect. You see how one car just starts stacking them all up, and not enough reaction time.
And there's just no room for anybody to go. The whole racetrack's blocked. The 16 car drives under the back of the 66. 66 cars and 88 is Shane Huffman.
Spotters can't even help you with this kind of thing.
Once you're in smoke like that and everybody's checked up, it's just
you see how
forget
fast
about
it happens. It was just bam,
There's
bam, bam.
nothing going on. The whole entire racetrack's blocked. That's the problem.
So a dozen cars involved.
Patience ran out.
All right, we are under yellow now for the 8th time this afternoon. Contact between the 4 of Regan Smith. As we will head back with a green flag. And
take a look at this replay. Yeah, Bobby Labonte looks like he might have been trying to make a low line to get around the inside of him, and this gets into the 99 of Rudeman. Because I can tell you one thing I know about Bobby Labonte, he's not a rough driver. I know he didn't mean to do that on purpose.
Yeah, Jerry Baxter and his crew chief on this 99 are going to have to do a little work in the pits to get this car back out. It's like David Rudeman had his hand up.
On the front straightaway.
And you see the sign that they put on the dash there for David Ruderman, don't beat yourself. Basically, patience, taking your time.
One little bobble in front, and all these guys can't react quick enough.
Mike Wallace.
Stand behind you. Don't let him wreck you. Don't let him wreck you.
Mike Wallace trying to stay on the lead lap. That's his problem right there, trying to stay in the lead lap. 12 car gets in, arrow loose, gets sideways. 5's got to check up, and he gets hit in the back by the 60. That's, what do you say? That's typical. To stay on the racetrack, get down to Avery. Don't dare try to come down pit road. You know, it does look like Bobby Labonte got a little aggressive with him.
Yeah, he just barely caught the corner of Eric Almirola.
Right. And again, Labonte's a driver that doesn't do things like this, Andy. He's just the rate of closure.
Stay low, stay low, stay low.
Yeah, definitely not intentional, I'm sure, on Labonte's part, but contact no left.
Well, right before that happened, I was looking at the lap times. The top 6.
Heavy here in the final laps. Look again, let's see what happened.
That one's slow up here. Go high, go high, go high, go high, go high.
Well, let's right on board with Mike Wallace. As we head to commercial break, Mike Wallace spins around here and brings out caution number 12. You're watching